Okay, so the theme for today's video is once again title screens, because even though we talked about that in the last video and we got a bit of a look as to what that start screen will look like for Marvel Spider-Man 2, there's been a lot more that's been released online since. And this confirms a theory that a lot of people had, and as well confirms a theory that I had when I actually went to get my hands on with Marvel Spider-Man 2 earlier this month. We're breaking that down, and as well when we can expect a big reveal coming up on the horizon. But okay, let's jump into this. So, like I mentioned, a couple of days ago, people online were able to post that they had review copies for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Jeff Keighley talked about it, and several other members of media and press and content creators as well got to post that they got their hands on with the game. Unfortunately, your boy didn't get one. But that's okay, because with all these people being allowed to post that they got their hands on the game, we also got to look at the start screen, the official screen you'll look at when you first boot up Marvel Spider-Man 2. And you can clearly tell, that's Harry looking at the symbiote in the tank. That comes from a scene that we see actually from the story trailer that they premiered at San Diego Comic-Con. There was also another angle of the start screen that was posted online by the Portuguese side of Eurogamer. So clearly, if you're just sitting there idle on the press start screen, it's just going to change camera angles. But a TikTok user by the name of Terry Shattering also posted that they got their hands on the game for review and gave us a brand new title screen to look at. And I know some people consider this stuff spoilers, so I won't show it for you just yet if you don't want to see it. But to me, it's just the press start screen. I don't think this is as massive as a spoiler as some people online are making it out to be. So if you don't want to be spoiled on a very minor thing, now might be the time to click away. But of course, before you do so, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for all the Marvel Spider-Man 2 content that I'm bringing your way. And okay, here it is. There is a full video of him panning over, looking at the start screen, and you can see it's Miles and Peter with their masks off, just hanging out. And as I mentioned at the top of the video, a bunch of people online were theorizing that the title screen that we got a couple of days ago when people were first announcing that they got review codes, that wasn't the final screen. And I said the same thing in my last video. That's probably what you see when you first boot up the game. It's similar to Spider-Man Miles Morales, where he's on the subway and then you press start and then he walks off the subway and the game begins. Only this time, instead of the title screen for Marvel Spider-Man 2 just being that static image of Harry looking at the symbiote, it's going to be dynamic. Maybe it's going to change depending on your progression in the story. But a lot of people were asking me the question when I got to play Marvel Spider-Man 2 earlier this month, what that press start screen looked like. And I didn't want to talk about it because I thought maybe it was just a placeholder. Maybe nothing that I was seeing there was finalized. And that very well could be the case. But when I got to play a couple of times, I went back to the main menu, and each time the title screen was different. But for the most part, what I saw was Miles and Peter hanging out and doing something together. There was one I noticed of them both hanging off the side of a building. I think they had their masks on during that title screen. And then there was another one I saw as well where they were just sitting on a rooftop at night. It looked awesome. So for anybody who was thinking that there was only going to be that one shot of Harry looking at the symbiote, that's definitely not the case. And based on what I got to play, it's probably going to be exactly that. Every time you go back to the main menu, it's going to be some different shot of Peter and Miles. And how cool would it be if we get later on into the game, that press start screen is like some of the villains we're fighting? Like there's a lizard one, Kraven, Venom. That would be awesome. Plus, not to mention, someone even posted a couple of days ago that same screen of Harry looking at the symbiote, except there was no symbiote. It was an empty tank. So who knows what's going on, but clearly stuff is happening at that start screen if you just sit there idle. Yeah, I want somebody to tally in the comment section below how many times I said the word screen, title screen, press start screen during this video, because like I said, it's the theme for today's video. But okay, let's move on now. Everybody's sitting here waiting and wondering when we're going to be getting something brand new in terms of marketing or promotional material for Marvel Spider-Man 2. People have their games for review at this point. We sort of know that there's going to be a CGI launch trailer at some point in the future, and we're also just generally still very hungry to see as much of this game as possible. And there is a big event on the horizon that celebrates all things comic books, being New York Comic-Con. Marvel Spider-Man 2 had such a huge presence at San Diego Comic-Con, and I believe even for Spider-Man PS4, they did something at New York Comic-Con. So the expectations are starting to get high. Is there going to be something for Marvel Spider-Man 2 later on in October during NYCC? And now it's been confirmed we are going to get some sort of reveal. Marvel has posted their official schedule for New York Comic-Con, and on Thursday, October 12th, there's something for Spider-Man 2. They've listed here that from 10:30 to 10:45 will be the Welcome to New York Comic-Con Day 1. From 12 to 12:15 will be a Marvel giveaway special event. 12:30 to 1:30, Marvel Stormbreaker Artist Class of 2023 signing. From 2 to 2:15, Marvel giveaway live stream in partnership with Whatnot. 3 to 3:30, Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest cosplay event. 3:30 to 3:45, Marvel New York Giants. Eli Manning's got a surprise reveal apparently. And then from 4:30 to 4:45, Marvel Spider-Man 2 exclusive suit reveals in partnership with PlayStation. And then finally, from 5:45 to 6, trivia time with Marvel Insider and Marvel Unlimited. And then from 6 to 6:45 is a Marvel giveaway spectacular. There's a ton more that's currently available on the Marvel website. I'll leave a link in the description box below in case you guys are attending New York Comic Con and you want to see the full schedule for all things Marvel. But yes, on Thursday, we're going to get some new alternate suits revealed for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Whether or not that's going to show up online is still currently up in the air, but I can't imagine that they're going to leave it as an entirely New York Comic Con exclusive. And in terms of the suits that we can see, I honestly don't even know what to expect. We got a bunch of costumes that were revealed from that open world trailer, a lot that people were very excited for and hoping to see in this game. So at this point, all that I am really crossing my fingers for is that they reveal the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield suit, if that's going to be in Spider-Man 2, or the No Way Home Final Swing suit. Those are the two that I really want to be in this game. Outside of that, you know, there's been a couple of costumes that I'm fairly sure are going to be in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and I made a video about that when I went over all the spider bots that I collected when I got my hands on. But you know, maybe the Into the Spider-Verse Noir suit could show up. That would be so good. That version of the costume is just superior in every single way. Superior in comparison to the other versions of Noir, I should mention. Plus, I really hope if they have any Into the Spider-Verse Across the Spider-Verse suits in Marvel Spider-Man 2 that they bring back that effect that they did in Spider-Man Miles Morales, where you can lower the frame rate and have it look like the animation style of the movies. Another thing that I'm very curious about as well, and my curiosity was amplified after I got to play the game and saw that the Symbiote Raimi suit was in there, was, well, whether or not there's going to be other alternate suits in the game that are going to be symbiote suits that come from the comics. Could we see something like a Spider Carnage suit for Peter, or maybe even something like the Nullified Miles? That would be cool. There are a lot of really good looking symbiote suits from the comic books for Spider-Man, and I imagine that Insomniac is aware of that. So if the Symbiote Raimi suit is in the game, then who knows, maybe there's a chance there's going to be several alternate costumes we can choose from that are symbiote suits. Only time will tell. We're not very far off from New York Comic Con. Once again, this panel is going to be taking place on October 12th, so be ready and keep it locked to this channel. I will make sure to keep you guys up to date on whatever is revealed, so subscribe, turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss a thing. And with that being said, I now want to kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comments section below. First of all, what do you think of the many different title screens that are going to be available in this game to look at? And also, what suits do you hope are going to be revealed at New York Comic Con later in October? Sound off with all your thoughts in the comment section below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. I've been Caboose, and I'll see you guys later.